guys a little bit. I just woke up and it's a little late. I hung out a little late, watched football a little late, and it's still cold outside. Oh boy. Still got some snow. Also, when you don't have a freezer to fit like that meat, then you're gonna have to use something. So I'm just leaving it outside. All right, today is gonna be great. Let's do it. Brain boost. It's gonna be good. Oh my goodness. All right, so Starry Night. One of these has however much caffeine it has. It says low caffeine. Low caffeine. I can do low caffeine. All right, this is actually kind of cool. This is my little Insta Hot. Instant hot water. Feel really puffy right now. Don't know why. I wake up feeling puffy sometimes. But I'm gonna start right here in the morning, just doing my journaling / daily goals and gratitude is usually the first thing I do when I get up and when my head is slightly full. I need to put my contacts in because I can't see anything right now. So it still makes me feel like I'm not awake. All right, so on my goals and gratitude, I shared some things that I'm grateful for. I'm usually very specific with the things that I'm grateful for because if you're not specific, then I just don't think it's as impactful. So after that, I'm getting a phone call. Okay, so usually I have a big three, so I have 3 things that I want to do every single day, like 3 bigger ideas. I like the idea of having one big thing to do, and with my big 3, my to-do lists are super long because I'm crazy and I just think of lots of stuff that needs to get done. So that's hard because, I don't have a team of people to help finish all of those tasks right now. I will, but not yet. I need to get all of my revenue. That was one of my to-dos. I have a bunch of to-dos, and if I can whittle down to only doing 3 things per day, or holding myself accountable to doing 3 things per day, 3 bigger things, then that's what I want to do. And I have some rules for my big 3. My big 3 need to be activities that will push the business forward, that are high leverage activities that involve, that are typically tasks that are not urgent, that are important to work on, that are not urgent. No one's holding a gun to my head, trying to get me to do these tasks. And then everything else, all of my to-dos, are all of the other things that need to take place. So and my goal is to knock my big 3 out before I get to my to-dos. So order priority is big 3, then to-dos. Sometimes if I don't set my day up properly, I find that I sometimes don't always do my big 3 in order, and I go and I do my to-dos. And I let urgent stuff pop up, and I let urgent stuff take priority because of lack of planning up front. Now, sometimes urgent, like fires, you can't really predict them, but you can predict a lot of stuff. So, I like the way Hermosi talks about stuff where he wakes up in the morning super early. He does all this stuff, all of his focus work or his important work between 5 and 11 a.m. And then after that, he just does all the other, like working with the team, everything else that requires other people. And it's typically more urgent work that people are pulling you in different directions to asking you to do. So I like that idea, but I also like the idea of not limiting myself before bed and being able to wake up and whenever I want, getting sufficient sleep, which I don't know if that's the right way of doing it. I'm maximizing for work getting done, and I'm not really focused on my secondary goal is getting good sleep. My primary goal is getting lots of work done. Maybe that should flip now that I'm thinking about it. Prioritize sleep and then build work around it. But I like the idea of I don't want to cut myself off of I'm having these really good thoughts and it's really good flow that I'm getting through. So it's something that I'm battling with, and I might change, but for now I'm going to keep it the way it is and just be a little bit more disciplined with getting my big 3 done, as opposed to letting my impulses take me to do my to-dos. So if that's something that I could get myself to 100% stick to, then we'd be so golden. It'd be amazing. But my brain still really hasn't woken up yet. I'm gonna go to the gym first, I believe, and gonna do some cardio. I did back yesterday, crushed back yesterday, did some arms too, so I might do some legs today. I might do cardio and legs, and then I'm gonna come back and get into all the amazing work that I have today. I can't tell if I'm going to go to Lifetime or if I'm going to go to Trump. Trump, their steam room is closed, so that kind of puts a damper on things. But, yeah. Anyways, I'm going to go, I'm going to call Colby. I'm gonna see if Colby is awake. Colby is my one of my best friend's sister's ex-boyfriend from high school, and we just stayed in touch over Instagram. And so I'm gonna talk with him and see what he's up to. Also, I hope this mic is good. I'm gonna see if the mic is good. I should have said something about it. I got an Osmo 3 yesterday, and I'm excited about it. I want to see if this mic works, or if it changes the audio. I'm gonna do a test actually. Also, I think this is super cool how it tracks you. But all right, so this is my little transmitter thingy. Is the mic? How different is it? How different is it? Is it crazy? Whoa. Let's see. So I have this new scale that I got, and I'm gonna go. Hold on, I need to bring my tea. I ate a lot last night and I feel bloated. I feel like I haven't digested it. I can feel it. Just had a lot of steak and I had a lot of these like turkey ball, like ground meatball type deals. And whatever. Okay. So I was 183.6. It was 183.6 before I had dinner. And I got a new one of these. So a scale. And it's really cool. It has an app that you can It has an app that you can connect to. So I'll show you that in a second. I just did it. It's pretty cool. It has like this whole breakdown. I'm a fat ass, so this is the answer. So 186.6. It's cool. You can go and see your BMI. So I am slightly high for BMI. 186.6. I'm in the process. I'm kind of starting right now, but I'm starting a little cut. As you can see, the cut's going very well. Beautiful morning. I'm on my way right now. I'm heading to the gym. So what I ended up doing, I got a little sidetracked, but I was on the phone for a little bit. I was getting a few things done. I wanted to check out the YouTube video, so I did that really quickly. And what I have right now is I'm just putting together the description and whatnot. So I realized what I wanted to do was I wanted to upload the YouTube video while I'm here. I wanted to wait for this to charge a little bit more, and now I'm heading to the gym. So at the gym on the treadmill, I have a meeting at 11:30 that I'm going to take over FaceTime, and they know I'm going to be at the gym, so it's okay. And it's okay if I'm at the gym and on a meeting. It's actually better if I'm at the gym and on a meeting. So in the meantime, I'm getting a call right now. But in the meantime, Ben's calling me. In the meantime, I am going to do some work as well on the treadmill. Yo.
Yeah, what up?
What's up?
Are you there yet?
I am not. I haven't left yet. I was doing some work and I was waiting for the Osmo to charge a little bit. Yes.
The what?
The Osmo
the
little
camera.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm like leaving like right now though. I'm probably gonna be on the treadmill for like an hour because I have work to do on like just a few things that I'm gonna take care of on the treadmill. But I have a meeting that'll probably last like 30-45 minutes. So I'm just planning.
Okay, so if I leave at like 12:20 and get there at like 12:30, we can list that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just plan on that then.
Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna just do a bunch of cardio.
Alright, then I'm gonna wait for him to give me a call at noon, and then I'll leave right after.
All right. Awesome. Sounds Gucci. All right. I'll see you in a little bit. Peace.
Bye.
All right. Let's go to the gym. Also, I think I have a sty. Is this what a sty is? I have no idea. I don't know words. Words are weird. All right. Let's get to it. Phone, wallet, keys, sunglasses. And how cold is it outside right now? 26. 26 degrees is really cold. I'm gonna get a big jacket. Yep. Perfect. And I'm gonna bring. No, I don't need to bring anything. This jacket works perfect. Let's get to it. All right, I'm not gonna film one until I get there. Just a bunch of government buildings, whatever they are. CIA, definitely CIA. Probably not. But big government contractors, maybe skiffs. I'm not exactly sure. But it's funny because it's all leading up to the gym. Oh, I don't know why that stop sign is stupid. I don't pay attention to that stop sign, so don't give me any flack for that. But here we are, lifetime. Lifetime. Boom. I have a handicap parking pass, but I'm not going to use it because I'm not a scumbag. Just kidding, I use it sometimes. I am a scumbag sometimes. It's my grandma's though. So, before you give me any crap about me using a handicap parking pass, it's my grandmother's. So, you know, sometimes when I go pick my grandma up, I take advantage of the handicap parking pass. And obviously, in a situation like this, when there's 3 already taken and there's only 2 left, I don't, because there could be someone in need that actually needs the handicap parking. So in this case, I don't need it. I'm already close enough. No need to do that. So anyways, I'm not gonna record when I'm in there. I don't like recording when I'm at the gym. But I'm gonna do cardio, and I'm gonna bring my laptop on the treadmill, and I'm gonna get about an hour of work done. So I'm gonna do incline cardio for about an hour, maybe longer than that, depending on how long the work takes. I have some stuff, I wanna get the YouTube video up, and I wanna do the description and whatnot. And I'm also gonna look over my numbers for the sales team over the past month, and I'm gonna get how much money I spent, and I'm just gonna get all my financials kind of laid out so I can start attributing how much money I spent to how much money we made, and start diving into cost per lead, cost per appointment, appointment show rate, cost per close, how much I would pay to then get a closed deal. So I'm gonna go through all that stuff while on the treadmill, because I like coupling the stuff that I don't necessarily like to do with the stuff that I don't necessarily like to do. So I'm gonna just double down on things I don't necessarily like doing, which is, I like posting the YouTube video. The act of posting it itself, I don't really like doing that much, but I like thinking of the ideas around the videos and such. But all the stuff that everyone can do except for me is pretty much how I look at it, and how a lot of people look at it. So for themselves in their own situation, not me, you know. Okay, cool, good talk. Glad we did it. I think we're both better off for it. All right, I just got back home and got my backpack. I'm wearing shorts. I look like a dingus. Kind of funny. But I have a call in 10 minutes, so I just got back home. I'm going to take my stuff upstairs and do that. Shower. I got a shower, and then I'm going to take my call probably from either the kitchen or probably the office. Fit check, fit check, fit check, fit check. Game night. All right, fit check changed. Sollies. Some random pants I got at, where did I get these? I got these at, I got them in a Neiman Marcus outlet in Orlando. And then Kith jacket, blue shirt. Keeping with brand, keeping on brand. Black is simple. It's a good color for the winter, and it goes with everything. And it's easy. So this is why we choose black. End up wearing something else. Maybe something a little simpler. I'm gonna wear a black hoodie instead of like the leather jacket. It's kind of a lot. I don't like this is kind of a statement piece, but these pants are also kind of statement pieces. You can't mix too many of them together, or else you kind of doesn't look good. But what was I gonna do? So I just got off the phone. I should have recorded it. I didn't. I should have recorded it. I was with this interior designer in Palm Beach, and it was a friend of a friend. So she just had some questions. She wanted me to do Instagram for her, but I just said I couldn't. It's not what I do. I don't make your Instagram page look good. I honestly don't care about that stuff, although it is important. Maybe I should care about it, and maybe I'm going to regret saying that. But I would much rather I'm more focused and interested in
creating the strategy to help you reach the people that you want to reach. And I think I gave her one really good one. Maybe this is better. Yeah, so I think I gave her a really good one, a good strategy. What I said is I'll explain to you. I'll explain to you what I said because I think it's actually really good. So she's an interior designer, and she just opened up a second leg of her business, specifically in upholstery. Let me preface this by saying I don't work with interior designers, but if you want me to do consulting with you as far as how to get more clients and how to build a system to consistently bring in clients, and then also kind of the way to position your brand, then I'll definitely help. But I don't want to actually, I don't want to do it because I've done it for too long. It's a lot of coordination, and it's way more expensive if I were to do it as opposed to just telling them how to do it and guiding them along the way and not having to coordinate with videographers down in Florida and all that different stuff. It's just a nightmare, and people are specific with the way that they want to be positioned, and a lot of it is going to take a lot of their work working with a designer. Maybe not a lot of their work, but it's going to take a lot of their input. Not input. It's going to take a lot of. I don't want to do it. It takes a lot of time and a lot of creative effort, and I'd rather focus that on getting more roofing clients because I have that working, and I know I can just continue doing that. So now that I gave you the fair warning, the disclaimer that I don't work with interior designers, I gave her a really good piece of advice, I think, and I want to share with you. So what I told her was, if the purpose of, she was saying that, her architect didn't like her Instagram page. It looks like she's a digital dinosaur. You can't find her anywhere online. And I said, yeah, that's important that you do have some sort of social presence and that people can look you up and see your past work and maybe can see some client testimonials and can see how to get started with you. That's pretty much it. That's like, there it is. That's all she has to do pretty much on her page. What I told her was, do on your Instagram page, make a story highlight of, it's like start here with some of who you are, a little bit more personal about you, and then why you got into the business, and then how they can work with you. And like one of the best ways to get started, essentially. So I told her to do that for one piece. And then as far as the posts on her feed go, I was like, what are people interested in when they come to your Instagram page? Or what would people be looking at in order to get something done within their house? Let's say a kitchen. What would they be looking at? They'd probably be looking at appliances, some new kitchen, mock-ups, or different style guides or different colors, all this stuff that they would be looking for to help inform their decision of what interior they should put in their house. And so I was just like, yeah, do that in a tasteful way. Get some intern out of college or in college or going into college, preferably a girl or a gay man or someone with very good taste. And then, yeah, this is exactly what I told her. And, if you get offended by me saying to get specific people for certain things, I don't care. It's just simply the track record of guys versus girls interior designers, with the stipulation that gay men are also very good interior designers, have very good taste. That's just a fact. So not saying that straight guys can't. I'm a straight guy. I'm not a girl. I'm a guy. And I'm saying that my taste is inferior to those other people. So anyways, just get someone to help you. This is me telling her, get someone to help you just set your page up to make it look nice and show some of the work that you've done, because that's what people are looking for. They're looking for inspiration. They're looking for cool ideas. And who knows, if you add this cool little widget in your kitchen for somebody, then maybe, just maybe, someone will have their entire kitchen redone just to have that little thing put in. I don't know. Some people in that area are ridiculous. There's a lot of money, and it's just it's one of those things where I feel like it's such a visual industry, and people look for visual to validate. And it would just be in her best interest to have some of that. So what I told her was, I'm not going to be able to help you, but you can let me know if you have any questions and you want me to point you in the right direction. And if you don't have anyone that'll be able to help you, then that's fine. But I'm actually going to post on my Instagram story to see if there's any people that want to help an interior designer with their brand. Yeah. Cool. So that's what I told her. Now, what am I going to do? I'm going to resort back to the plan that I made at the beginning of the day and see where we're at. Also, I know I don't need to be using this microphone, but I think it's kind of fun. I think it sounds much better. Whiteboard Power Hour did not do that. I posted my video that it has no views, and it's okay. It's not a big deal that it doesn't have any views. I want it to be, if a lot of people find it, that's great. If not, it's okay. It's a practice that I want to practice. It's a discipline that I want to build. And I know I'm going to be better off for it later down the line when I come back and I have a lot of historical evidence of doing the work. And I can look back at the tapes and I can see what I did wrong. And it's also a lot easier for me to share with my mentors, and they can see in real time the mistakes that I'm making or the things that I'm accomplishing or the tweaks that they would make. And it's a lot easier to share that and for it to just be in the public eye as opposed to just me keeping it to myself and sending it directly to them. Like, I don't know. I think it's fun. And I've always wanted a way to creatively express myself. I like taking videos and pictures. I don't like taking videos and pictures for other people. I just like doing it for myself. So I had a big problem with that previously. But yeah, so today I reviewed and posted my video, which that's not anything like too crazy. But it's for some reason on my big 3. So essentially, like in an hour, I'm going to a basketball game in an hour, and today was kind of like not a big day. I had a no-show at 1:30 p.m. I went and worked out beforehand, and I talked to Kristen, the interior designer. That's pretty much all I did. I'm starting to lay out my sales numbers. One thing that I think is very important is I need to go back, and I can't believe I haven't done this yet, so I'm going to do it right now before I go to the game. But I need to look over how much money I spent in November, how many clients I got in November, and then I need to do the same thing for December, and I need to see the sales guys' activities as well, and just kind of like gather that data from the past 2 months so that I can start making better and better decisions on everything, pretty much. So, yeah, I'm excited. I was talking with Bill the other day, and he's really super excited for me, I guess, about just like the growth, and I want to track the revenue, and I need to get down not only for myself but for my clients what their customer acquisition cost is, and I need to do a lot, okay? I need to do a lot, all right? But it's a matter of prioritizing. So let me say what I was going to say. So I was talking with Bill. Bill was like, right as you know what you can pay to get an appointment for somebody, and you know what the close rate for that the company has with the leads that you give them or with the appointments that show up, that'll determine how much you're willing to give up as far as the percentage goes. When partnering up with somebody like a roofing company, I'm in the position where I'm generating roofing deals fairly easily and for not too expensive. But I need to get that number down so I can say I pay $300 for a roofing deal, or I pay $500 for a roofing deal, whatever it is. Yeah, it'll be a little bit more than $500 maybe, but probably not. So I have this company this is actually the other thing I need to do. This plays into the conversation I was having with Bill. I talked to him about this guy in Florida has a roofing company, and he wants me to front the ad spend and my appointment setter to book the appointment for them, and then I get paid 10% of the contract, the total contract. So whether it's $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000, 10% of that is what I get. So I want to negotiate. I'm trying to get down their company-wide closing rate is about 20% of in-person appointments. So I think that's a pretty legitimate number. But again, if I'm going to be fronting the ad spend and I'm getting leads for $20, then, how many leads does it take to book an appointment? How many appointment booked does it take to get a closed client? And I need to demystify those numbers so that I can close the gap and see where the areas of opportunity are. So that's what I'm going to do. And we have limited time to do it because I went to the gym and did legs for a while. And I was productive at the gym. But it just hasn't been a very productive day. So I'm not feeling too great about that, which makes me want to just work and get into the work even more. So I'm going to do that.
Test.
All right, Ben's almost here, and we're about to go. So, yeah, I don't know what I'm going to wear. He's going to be here in 2 minutes, though, so I need to figure that out. I'm going to probably wear this. I'm battling between leather jacket or cashmere sweatshirt with a puffer jacket because it's probably going to be super, super warm. Ben's going to be wearing a puffer jacket. I don't want to match with that. I don't really care that much, but I kind of care. All right. It's going to be fun. So I don't need anything else except for this. And let's see. I'm gonna run upstairs, grab something really quick. Got my wallet, got my phone, got this, and I think we're good. All right. Stuff stresses me out. I've resorted to wearing black t-shirts and like black sweatshirts and just wearing black because it's easy, but now I still overcomplicate it. It's just like, I don't want to make this decision anymore. I just feel like I don't know. I'm indecisive right now. I really like this Kith jacket. I think it's super cool, but this is going to be super coat. It's just, I need to take into account it being cold. We're probably going to go out afterwards, or we're probably going to do something afterwards. So I don't know. I'm just going to go like this. It is what it is. That's locked. Boom. And Ben is picking me up. Let's go. Watch us break into Nick Blokos' house and steal him. What up? What's up, dude? Did they just seriously?
Yeah, both of them.
Oh, goodness gracious. Someone's excited.
Dude, it's excitement.
I mean, I do that sometimes, too.
Yeah.
Sometimes I just gotta wear these in the snow and just walk in the snow on purpose. because they technically, I guess, they're like hiking shoes. Yeah. Same kind of. My toes are. Let's go. Experimental Chick-fil-A. Who would have thought?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called? Little Blue
Menu.
Little Blue Menu. That's actually so cool.
What you can do with a little game?
You should say, hey Jay, hey.
It's like we're in
Yes.
Hey, that's my boy. Ava.
Doesn't talk to us at all. Okay, bye. It's unbelievable.
It's really hard to see when you're running.
I know, it hurts the eyes. It hurts the eyes a little bit. What a great night. Oh my goodness. So grateful. Insane. I'm super pale right now, but I need to get more tan, which I'm taking MT2, so maybe we'll see. I just need to, especially during the wintertime, I want to just crush vitamin D3. I want to also crush some melanotan and remain not a pale ghost. Or I am a pale ghost, but I need to not be a pale ghost without traveling somewhere warm. So, all right. Bag packed from yesterday. Got my workout stuff on. Just need to put my shoes on. And then I want there to be a flawless transition from this meeting to the gym. So, this is why. Oh, I have 1 minute. I'm just going to take the meeting upstairs. I'm just going to take it right here. And I'll record the meeting too. I'm going to record the meeting, and I'm also going to put this guy right here. I'm also doing akimbo watches right now for some reason. I like my Apple Watch. I also like this watch. Okay. We're here. So I'm thinking about, I just unplugged this Amazon Alexa because my grandma's gone, but I need to shave. I'm thinking about shaving my entire face. I don't know if this is a good idea or not, but I'm waiting on Mr. Norman. He seems to be running a few minutes behind, which is fine. He might be figuring out the Zoom stuff. Norman is allowed to. Okay. Cool. So a little background about Norman before I jump into this call with him. I met him at a Dean Jackson event a number of years ago, and we've just been pretty close ever since. He lives in Aiken, South Carolina, and at the time, he had like 13 businesses that he was running. The main business was called Dumpster Depot, which they got bought out by Waste Management, I believe. And that business was very lucrative. They sold it. I'm not sure if the figure is public or what he sold it for is public, but he sold it for a lot of money, and he, I believe, sold all of his other businesses except for the restaurant and the cattle farm. He's like, investing into commercial and residential real estate. So it's kind of cool. But now we're just talking about some stuff that we want to do together. But Norman, just a little bit of a background of Norman's genius. He lives in Aiken, South Carolina, which is pretty close to Augusta, Georgia, if you know, like the Masters, if you're a golf fan. Very close to Augusta, like 30 minutes, maybe less than 30 minutes. He has a bar, a tap room, essentially, in Aiken, in this alley. And it's like the center of town. It's on Main Street, and it's this alleyway where, bands play and whatnot. But he essentially, I believe, worked with the local government or like the town of Aiken or city of Aiken and got this alleyway passed for open containers, I believe. I'm not exactly sure, but I know there was something there with the local. My brain's moving slow today, so I apologize. I haven't had any caffeine, so maybe I should have caffeine, but it's already 2 o'clock in the afternoon, so I'm not going to do that. Anyways, the short of the story is he started off with this tap room that has like 50 different taps, beer taps, and you get a card. You go and you sign in, you get a card with money attached to the card, and you just go and tap the card, and then you can taste any different type of beverage, beer, wine, seltzer. They have beer, wine, seltzer, non-alcoholic beer. They have a bunch of different stuff. So you can go and just pick one you want or try a bunch of them out and then go with one. But you can have up to a certain amount of ounces that attach to that card. And it's nice because you can, there's 6 restaurants in the alley. And he just has this tap room, and then he ended up opening up this restaurant in the alley as well, called Whiskey Alley. And it's a 5-star restaurant, really a good chef, and they have an insane bourbon and whiskey collection. So he kind of owns this little part of Aiken, but not only that, he also has, he owns the bed and breakfast, I believe. He owns like a lot of different ancillary businesses in and around Aiken, like all of the different ice machines or like the different, the cows. He supplies restaurants with meat. There's a number of different things that he does. Serial entrepreneur, loves problem solving and loves monetizing the problems that he's solving for. And it's always just such a treat to talk to him. And it's just, I'm even more excited now that we have something to collaborate on. So, Norman, if you see this, I love you. The last thing I wanted to say about the genius of his business is he has this service that is like an Uber service around town. And first, like, parking is an issue in Aiken, where they're kind of located. Downtown Aiken, there's not a bunch of parking space. So they have this company called the Freeloader service, or it's called the Freeloader. And it's like essentially a really, really nice golf cart it's more of like a mini taxi, like cart service. It has doors and you can get in, but it's kind of like just a super fancy golf cart, you could say. And they take people, there's an app where you can request it like Uber, and you just go and, pick people up, take them downtown places, and then so they have a ride home as well after they enjoy their time at the restaurant or the tap room or the other restaurants and bars that they have. So it's a really cool service that he has, because if people are coming to Aiken for the first time, because there's lots of attractions around the area and different, the Masters is in Augusta, which is super close by. So anytime the Masters is there, anytime the Masters is happening around that time, Aiken gets a lot of traffic. And because all of the hotels and everything are completely booked up in Augusta. So, people look around for the neighboring cities that are big that they can stay in and get to the event close, in somewhat close proximity. But anyways, I completely forgot where I was going with that. Norman just texted me and derailed my train of thought, but I'm glad he's about to hop on. The Freeloader service, I just think is really cool. Oh, It's because when new people come to town, they, want recommendations for where to go, and Norman, has these people. He is employing these people that like do the freeloader service. So, anytime someone comes to town and is like, "Hey, make sure to check out Whiskey Alley. Make sure to check this out," they're just salespeople for the other restaurants and other stuff that they can do within Aiken. So I think it's really cool how he has this entire system set up, a small town system, and his whole idea initially was to license this town into, or license this system into other towns that are similar. But Norman's here right now. Let's say hi.
How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Good, 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 good.
Recording in progress.
Awesome. I just need to record. Just for note-taking purposes.
Sounds good.
Yeah. Where are you at?
Good to me.
Where are you at right now?
In my office. I don't guess you've ever really seen.
I haven't.
So this is my. Yeah.
Oh, I
don't know
love
if
it.
You can tell about it.
That's so cool. I
Just
love it.
my backyard office.
That's so cool. I've never seen that before. I like your screen. I have the same screen.
Yeah, I've been day trading, and I tell you what, man, I've been lucky. I guess lucky, because I hear a lot of people have trouble making money with it. But
What do you?
probably 8 out of 10 are success
Wow.
of the buys that I make.
Let me.
Sometimes I may only be in them for like 3 or 4 seconds, maybe.
3 or 4 seconds, and then you're out. Sorry about that. My Wi-Fi. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to switch Wi-Fis.
Oh, okay.
But how you?
Oh, okay.
How have you been?
Really good. Really good. There. Oh, no, I lost you. There you are.
There we are.
Yeah.
We're back.
Anyway, when you switch Wi-Fi's, I went looking for my mistake and I lost you. We went to Asia for. I just literally am off of a 3-month sabbatical. I think I told you I was doing that.
Yeah.
We're never wasting time sitting in a room with Dean.
No, not at all. I love those events. I was supposed to go up actually. I was supposed to go up to the Toronto one, like maybe a month ago or so.
Yeah.
And I ended up not doing it because I was starting this company, and I already know what I need to do to get to a certain revenue point, and like I just need to get myself I need to get myself fed, and I need to be able to make some money, and I know exactly what I need to do, and it's been working so well. But I really was like, it tore me apart not going, because I was really wanted to meet Dan Sullivan, and I had this thought that he was gonna be up there, and because I've mentioned to Dean before that it's like, dude, I've been listening to since the first episode of The Joy of Procrastination up until today's episodes of Welcome to Cloudlandia, plus all of Dan's other material. I've been listening to that every day since like 2018. So I really think I would just have an amazing conversation with him and have lots of just like, anecdotes and notes over the years that I've written down, and would love to just be in the same room as him. But so that kind of sucked, but I know there's going to be other opportunities later, so it's not too big of a deal.
Oh yeah. No, it's coming. No doubt in my mind, it's coming.
Yeah. But how is Asia? Where in Asia did you go?
Oh man. Singapore first, and then from there we went to Vietnam. Everyone there was so entrepreneurial, but like an average monthly salary of a Filipino is about $500 a month.
Mm-hmm.
So you could go there with, you know, I don't know, $2,000 and live large.
Yeah. That's great.
You-
That's so cool. So 3 months sabbatical. What were some of the takeaways that you had when you came back? I mean, you're
Well,
just fresh off of it, so.
one of them, I did carry my phone. I didn't have service a lot of the time, but I still had a little bit of connection. But I'm too connected to, so that whole coach teaches the four freedoms, and freedom of relationships is one of the big ones. And I never felt like I had that before because I felt like I was still out there grinding away. But when I sold Dumpster Depot, that literally put me in a position where I do have freedom of relationships. So um, I want a strong group of 15 people that I collaborate and work with, and that's all I need.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything I wanted. I'll have friends, but I'm talking about work related. I only want about 15 guys, and I wrote on my, actually one of the things I wanted to do on my focus finder for this week is I want to identify who are the 25 people who are important to me. And you know, we all spend too much time where we either don't make money or where we're not walking away energized from people. And I've just decided no more negativity,
That's awesome.
only positivity. And my core group that I have working for me now is only 4 people. So my team it was 135 people. Now I only deal with 4 people at my own work. And everybody else that I'm going to spend time with are people that I'm doing projects with, people that I am investing myself into, or people that are investing themselves in me.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's the takeaway for me.
That's huge.
I'm going to reverse my age for sure. I've lost, I think 47 pounds in the last 3 months.
You look great. Your face, you can see it in your face. You look really good.
Well, I got a long ways to go, but
Yeah.
I'll tell you, I just feel better than I have in a long time. I've got more energy than I have, and I'm going to keep that up and just focus on me instead of always focusing on everybody else happiness. So, but by narrowing my scope to that 15 people of work and about 10 good close friends, then I believe that I can actually, control my life. Because before, I was interested in what you were doing. I wanted to see you succeed, but it was always the biggest fire was in front of me, and I did put that out, and then the next biggest fire flared up, and a whole day would go by, and everything I wanted to get done wouldn't get done. So I'm back to working my planner again, doing my big 3, things like that. I don't know if I ever actually sent you a full planner. Did I ever give you one, or did I only send you the documents?
I may have it right here.
Okay, cool.
It's in my room. I have one, but it's the spiral bound from a number of years ago. And
yeah. Okay.
yeah, I have one. I've been using
I've got a new one. I'll send you a new one, just updated slightly.
Okay, cool. I've been using. I kind of created my own version of it on my Remarkable, and
Yeah.
yeah. So I made a PDF of it.
Oh, I think I saw that. You sent me pictures of that.
Yeah, and I have
Yeah.
2 quotes on it. I have a quote of Benjamin Franklin: "Failing to prepare is preparing to fail." It's right above my big 3, and then I have a Dr. Ben Hardy one, and I'm continuously. I'm making continuously better decisions in my present because I have a bigger and brighter future, or because it's something along the lines of that.
Yeah.
So those are the 2 on it.
Let that live in that mind of yours. I tell you, I cannot tell you, one, how proud I am of you for stepping away, but also I'm proud to see that what you're doing is working, man. I tell you, if even if you got one new person every couple of weeks, it would be a success.
Yeah.
But you're having an abundance of success with this thing.
Yeah.
So, um, I know this project I'm talking about is a little bit outside of I don't want to take you away from your focus, but it would be really fun to collaborate on this thing, um, and I'll get you on you'll be a honorary member of the box club. I'll send
Yes.
you out some steaks.
Thank you. That I would love that. And I'm kind of doing carnivore in a way. So like I kind of default to carnivore, and I was just, when you sent that, I was like, wow, this is literally, it's hilarious how my passions are becoming some things that I'm monetizing. And like this guy that I'm talking with on Thursday. All these things I'm being very, 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 very careful of it, not letting my focus get too fragmented, because I feel like that's just like not good, obviously.
Well,
But
I'm glad you said that, because you asked what were one of the takeaways, and there was a time when I was running up to 12 businesses, and I've sold 4 of them, and I closed 2 of them. Man, money now, money is just not it. So it's really about, what do I have a passion for? So those
that's
freedoms
beautiful. That's
are really
amazing.
there. Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, how full are those buckets of your freedoms? It's interesting. It's like, I love the visual idea of seeing your freedoms, like things that you want to keep consistently raising and not let one of them fall. But you need some before you can really get to the other ones, like freedom
For
of
sure.
freedom of money,
For
time.
sure.
But that's so cool. That's so cool. The whole idea of just like narrowing your focus, and this is great. This is a question that I had to you, because this guy on Thursday I'm talking to, he has a med spa in Tampa, and you said that you're like focusing on your biological, like lowering your biological age, and getting really healthy. And I was like, that's great, because this guy, I'm gonna start selling peptides online, and kind of help grow this telemedicine practice that this guy has. But I'm white labeling it, and I have the brand under I got the name Limitless Healthcare, and so it's like it's endless. But we're gonna start off just selling peptides, drop shipping peptides, essentially just marketing and promoting
Yeah.
these peptides, and we'll end up eventually. I would love to, the goal is to just for me to be able to pay for my peptide and my supplements and all of the stuff that I want to do around my health. I want that to be covered by the business that I have that pays for it. And so on Thursday, we're meeting with this guy. We've been talking for the past 6 months, and it's now it's about like we're getting everything cleared. And I think by next week, we'll be able to start launching ads for it. And at that point, all of what I really want to focus on is doing creative things, like creating ads for these peptides and then just collecting the check. And that's kind of the deal that we have with this guy. So when I look at that opportunity, I don't feel like it's going to take so much time, but always thinking like we always underestimate the amount of work it's actually going to take. But in this case, I really think it's just a pretty clean affiliate deal, and we can do what we want to. We can progress it forward and make it more and more work if we want to, or we can just stay what we're doing right now, and then have it and then focus on other things. But and that's kind of my same thought with this is I would love to. I want to be really clear and like upfront for how deep we want to go with it and like the end goal, because I want to make sure that, because I really do want to do this and I love the idea of the butcher box and kind of like shipping and selling meat online, selling really good meat online. I love that idea, but I really want to make sure that I can give it the time that it needs in order for and the input that I need to give it in order for it to grow. And Just with all the other things going on, I want to make sure that, again, I guess it's just a growing thing. You were managing 12 businesses, and I really only have one that I really want to focus on, but there's these other opportunities coming in. I'm like, wow, these sound really fun, but I want to make sure that I don't let myself like get my focus derailed. And I guess that's just by building a team around you.
For sure. But limit it to 3 till you get that team built, so that you are not pulling away from your recurring income generator that you're doing. And we're going to pay you for this. It's just, but I'm saying though, like, of course, keep your focus on what's making you money. This thing that we're doing, I'm not in any huge hurry for it. I've got the beef that I've got. I'm selling everything through the restaurants. So I'm adding cattle to get to where that I can do this.
Okay.
But also though, for my kind of moonshot on this thing is using Dan's philosophy of who do you want to be a hero to, is to be hero to farmers, local farmers, get them raising the cattle to our standards and specifications. And that way I can have enough cattle to support an online beef business where I can be really proud of the beef that's going out. And, I learned a lesson. The first cow we processed, I wouldn't serve it in the restaurants. It just wasn't of the quality that I was looking for. But let me tell you this. So this is going to be a great story if we can get all this going. But because of that, I bought a bull for $60,000, and I got 2 heifers that cost about $80,000 for both of them, so about $40,000 a piece. And we're going to take those 2 heifers, and it's called washing, where you literally put a saline solution in the womb of the I guess in the urinary, what would you call it? The vagina.
Yeah.
You put a saline in, and you force the saline in, and you wash out the eggs.
Mm-hmm.
So you catch them in a micrometer mesh, and then you ejaculate the bull.
Yeah.
And you take the sperm, and you're literally mixing the two together in a petri dish. And then we're going to insert the embryos into all of the other cattle. So next year, I'll have 130
pregnant cows.
The genetics from these 2 cows. So everything I produce after this year is going to be of the highest quality. It's American Wagyu. It is top 2% of ribeye size and marbling. And it's just crazy to think that they can do that. But I can even decide the sex of the embryos.
Wow.
So
wow,
we've got a lot to do, but it keeps me excited. It's kind of a big thing, but
that's awesome.
But if I can do that, and then I've got that type of quality coming out, which that's what I'm saying is, I really think I've got a year to be spot on with this, 6 months to get to beta.
Mm-hmm.
Quicker if we can do it, of course, but no, nobody's going to lose any sleep over this thing, and that's the beauty of planning a 25-year plan, is you're not beating somebody's door down trying to get them to focus on you because of you didn't plan well.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
But anyway, I love that you said that you were going to do an impact filter today, because I think that with any project, I think that's a really, really good place to start. So I tell you what, let's run through your questions and let me see if I can paint a picture for what we're trying to do. But I don't think we have to go out and reinvent anything. Now we will want to do some different videos and marketing,
Mm-hmm.
but that website that you chose to kind of learn from, if we can get anywhere near that, we're we've got the foundation, because I've got the beef, the website, which is the e-commerce site, will be there. And then it's time for ads and your voiceovers.
Yeah. So what the site will be like, it's gonna look really pretty. I want to make it, it'll look like that, but it'll be pretty. It's gonna be really pretty. I guess really the first question is, do you have any systems that you've identified that you want to use to run the back end? Shopify, or is this stuff that or is it mainly the idea that you have that you're just like, this is exactly what I want to do? I haven't thought anything other than like the vision and goal.
Well, when talking to Dean, I've spent 5 years trying to figure out online marketing and spending all kind of coaching money on Moose to go learn these programs. And it's gotten me to first base. And so on this project, it's the who, not how. I know that you've done some online sales, and I'm really gonna let you be the project manager on this thing and use the tools that will work. I'm not trying to go out and design something from scratch. If Shopify is a plug and play, then use Shopify.
Cool. All right, I got it. That answers a lot of the questions I was gonna ask then. This is a passion project for me too, because I want a farm. On my goals sheet is to own a farm in this area and in Virginia, and maybe other places as well. And I would just this is one of those projects that is just going to give me so much energy, like being there and seeing it too, and the amount of creativity and that comes from just being in the environment as well and around you. I think I will definitely be down there helping, direct essentially, if stuff's going on, around the farm, especially, I just love the idea.
No, man, here's the thing. There's not a chance in hell that you're not going to reach your goal of 10,000 a month. And that's in liquid capital for you to do whatever you want to do with it.
Mm-hmm. That's great to hear. I mean, like, I know it's going to happen. It's just one of those things, and that's not my goal. My goal is by November 1st, I want to be doing $250,000 a month, and so I have 10 months to get to $250,000 a month, and I have my plan laid out for what I want to do, and I'm documenting it on YouTube. So, if I fall flat on my face, then I do, but if not, then it's fine. But
people love watching that. They like to be part of the disaster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The disaster. But then when you get it, then you get a whole new group of followers because you actually did it.
Yeah.
I watched a guy on YouTube the other day that he went to Home Depot, and you may have already seen this, but he went to Home Depot and he got a bucket, a squeegee, and a bottle of Dawn. And he went out and he made $250 in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Just by knocking on doors saying, "Let me wash your windows." And I just love that. I mean, that's the kind of people, like, you're the most exciting part of a business to me, because once you do it, it's the grind after that.
Yeah.
And that's the part that I used to run away from. I'd go start a new business as soon as I got to where I wanted to go. Start a new business, but what could I have done if I just stayed focused on Dumpster Depot? Instead of 32 million, it could have been possibly 60 million. I don't have any idea. But and instead of 20 years, I may have been able to do it in 15 or 10. I don't know. So I love your hairy, audacious goal, and I say lay it out, make it real on paper. And once it's real on paper, it's real in your mind. And then after that, it's execution of your plan.
Norman, I love you, man. This was so fun. It was just great to catch up.
Thank you for spending some time with me. I'll see you real soon.
Yeah, I'll see you soon, Norman. All right. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, well, that was the meeting with Norman, and it's been 99 minutes, so I'm going to let you guys go.